When hopefully Snow White will be marrying her actual prince soon. Um, that's not aging the child up. Alright, well, oh, okay. Well, you're gonna do it for me then, because your mom's being stupid. Real quick, just want to say this video is not intended for kids. The Sims 4 is rated T for teen and it uses graphic mods. Hello, Rose8767 here, bringing you another episode of The Sims 4, what's it called? Disney Princess Challenge. So, we're here, we're gonna age up the last toddler because she has completed level 5 of the movement skill, which means I can just age her up now and call it a day. I'm going to try and finish this generation soon-ish because Cinderella, who is Prosyxio, has become a teen. So that means her story has technically begun. So we need to end off Cinderella's story. Now, unfortunately, not all of our children... because of that, not all of our children are going to get what they need to get, but they reached level 5 toddler. Like, they won't all get the perfect stuff here, but you know what? That takes a lot of time, and they're about. Excuse me. Wait, was that not you? Oh, that's you. Okay, never mind. But anyway, they won't all get that with the perfect traits, which is fine. You know, that's fine. I tried my very hardest to do that. It just didn't work out. So, oh, you can sell that, by the way, after you're done aging that child up. But it's unfortunate, but it didn't happen. That's okay, but that's okay. Also, because the royalty mod update, we now are middle class. I mean, it makes sense. We're living the way we're living, but eventually we're gonna be royalty again. When hopefully Snow White will be marrying her actual prince soon. That's not aging the child up. Alright, well, oh, okay. Well, you're gonna do it for me then, because your mom's being stupid. Your mom's decided to be stupid and go sell that instead, so you'll do it. What's this? Sure. I'm gonna try my very hardest to get at least the last two somewhat. He's almost got empathy, which you get by volunteering, using socials that help others deal with negative moodlets. Children can play with their doctor playset as well. Doesn't he have a doctor playset? I forget. Yeah. You only recently aged up, so you got like nothing. Alright. I'm sure you don't have anything either. It's harder to get them when they're toddlers. It's easier to get them when they're children and teens. At least in my experience. Alright. I think with you, I'm going to save oh my god, you got some broken CC. I'm going to save the negative trait for last, I'm thinking. Because I want to give her unflirty. I want to give Sephosi unflirty. So, I'm thinking we'll give her a not negative trait right now, which I think I'm going to give her you know what? Actually, what if I gave her the new trait, lactose intolerant? Because that's honestly pretty honestly, the way... Okay, it's compared to how... I feel bad for anybody who is lactose intolerant in life, and I'm not trying to shame you, but in The Sims, it's a pretty negative trait. It causes a lot of problems. So, I'm giving her lactose intolerant. I think I'll do that. I'll give her creative. We'll give her creative. Gibbs. Okay, so clearly we have some issues here. You have some medieval CC I downloaded, which is apparently broken. So, I'm going to have to remove that from my game. Right now, we're going to make you over anyway, because I don't want you wearing medieval CC. We're in the 1800s. Though, that probably would have worked. honesty. But apparently it's broken anyway, so it's not like it really matters. I have to fix you. Alright, so I gotta remove that from my game. I don't know which one that is, but I'll get it. I'll get that fixed later. Alright, let's. That apparently I'm missing something for. That's cute. That apparently I'm also missing something for. Okay, that's broken too. Lovely. As is that. Okay, that works. I apparently gotta go and remove some of these things. I feel like maybe some of them I'm just missing the mesh because I have a whole different folder that I don't think I included with that stuff. I'll have to check because I might not have included my some of that's medieval CC and I don't think I included the folder with the medieval CC. I actually kind of like the hair you aged up with, in all honesty. I think it fits for what we're kind of doing right now. I think I might honestly leave that. Just saying. Alright, that's right. I'm probably just missing the mesh for some of them. But clearly that one is very broken. Again, some of them I might just simply be missing the mesh. That's cute. And I feel like that works for the time period. Although, probably with this particular look, we should change your hair. Just saying. Just saying, love. I think your hair is wavy. It looks pretty wavy, so let's keep the texture you actually have. I don't know. I didn't used to do this, but recently I prefer to keep the texture of my Sim's actual hair so that it stays consistent. I don't know. Something I've been obsessing with because of genetics lately. I don't know why. It's just a me thing. Just a current me thing. Let's do that one because of the yellow. Alright, let's see what we got. This one from Cottage Living should be fine. I'm not too particularly obsessed on the activewear for children. Not only do we... I don't even know why there is an activewear category for children. We never see them in it, first of all. Like, the game never shows us activewear for children. At all. There's literally no point to it at all in this game. I don't think that really fits it. First of all, it's very Asian. Second of all, I don't really think that fits this area you live in's time period. I think that one should be fine. Okay, so I don't want to do that per se, but what if we did this one? What if we did it in the yellow? Changed your shoes to these, and then changed your hair. What if you changed your hair? That's hats. I actually want to change your hair to the one that has yellow. Perfect. Okay. Now, I did have some custom swimsuits that are these are technically appropriate for like the 20s, but it's the only ones I got right now, okay? I think it's like the only ones I could personally find right now, so I mean I could probably look harder. I just haven't bothered. It doesn't really look wavy though, that's the thing. It has to match the length she already had, though that's also another thing. Those are just personal pet peeves of mine. They have to match the length she already previously had. And then they have to be like the same texture. I mean, even if they're classified as wavy, I technically can't. I mean, to me personally, I guess technically, if they're under the wavy category, I can still technically use them. I think a lot of our girls though have had wavy. That's not wavy hair. I'm sorry, EA. That's a like. Okay. So when you texture something as wavy in the custom content, that cannot that can not texture right sometimes. But this is an EA problem. That's not wavy. I'm sorry. It's got a little wave on the end. That's not wavy. That is not wavy here. I'm sorry, EA. Like, this is just an issue. You know what? That actually makes sense for a sleepwear, though, because she would... I mean, swimwear, though, because she would have been swimming. So her hair might get a little messed up. Alright, let's do that. Do I have anything appropriate for... I guess this works. Alright, this is basically just the outfit she had in her everyday, but I don't really care. And then we're gonna just change her hair again. Oh my god, I hate that it does that now when you try to go up to the look them up close. It's just like boom, zoom all the way in. Alright, and then we'll give her a hat. I don't know, I don't know why, but I like this hat so much. I know it's technically like early cloche before the 20s, but I don't know, I really like this hat. I think I got it from, I think it's like the 1910s early style cloche, but I don't know, I really like it. Okay. I might not be 100% right on that. I just know I downloaded it. It's a dated style, but I really like, I don't know, I just really like giving it to my Sims in this particular challenge. I technically could give her something else, though. I just don't know if I have anything that's really time period appropriate. I mean, I can look. I mean, that looks for like. I mean, that like works for this. I mean, the boater hat could technically work, I suppose. The boater hat is kind of appropriate. Yeah, you know, let's give her the boater hat. Sure, a little bit of differency. And I've already made you over, right? I did make him over, right? I feel like I did not. I'm feeling like I did not. Okay, well, he just looked really put together. He just actually isn't. He just looked really put together. He's actually needs some help. Alright, let's give him that. That. Alright. We're not super rich, so it really does. I mean, that is kind of medieval, though. That's very medieval, actually. Let's go with that instead. And then we'll probably need some like stockings because that kind of was a thing for this time period. I think that shirt kind of makes sense. I'm just gonna change the rest of it. There. That looks accurate. Alright. I could have... Oh, that's right. There are... again, I have a folder that's specifically the medieval stuff that I removed. And that has some stuff that they could wear that would actually be appropriate for this time period in sleepwear and other things, and I really need to put that back in my game for this particular challenge. I removed it because I was like, well, I don't know if I really want medieval CC in my off-camera Disney Princess Challenge that I was playing before this, because it's like, well, I'm already way past. I'm doing the same thing with the dates wise, kind of like a decades challenge. So where that is, I'm considering myself in like the 1950s now, so I was like, I don't know if I want people walking around with this stuff, though. Probably should have left it in my game, though, in all honesty, because it would have made a lot of sense for this particular, or I should have put it back, because it would have made a lot of sense for this, where we are here. I guess that works. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this again. Again, next time I'll probably be more prepared, but also, like, if I play this again in this generation, we'll probably... I don't think we'll be playing that... Okay, so I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm trying to finish up this generation fairly soon. So there's also a good point that... okay, so where I'm basically going is that it's the 1880s, I think, right now. So come Cinderella's generation, it's going to be the 1890s. so you're all aware. We're like, the reason I did that, the reason I did that originally is because I wanted it to be the 1910s when Aurora's generation came around, or 1900s, depending on how, like, I wanted it to be very dated, like, use a lot of the stuff that would make sense for princessy stuff, but have it be more dated. I did that on purpose when I was doing this challenge. But initially I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure I chose, I mean, I'd have to go back to the video that I chose the looks and say, what makeup did I choose and what was I basing it off of? But right now, I'm pretty sure off the top of my head that it was the 1880s. Because I remember when I specifically made Prosyxia's look, I was like, I'm going off of a time period here, and I want it to be very appropriate, so I Googled the look of what they kind of wore for makeup, because clothing I had a general idea, but makeup I had no idea what they did back then, because I know makeup has kind of been pretty much all over the place throughout the years. You either had too much or you had too little, basically, depending on, like, so, like, for example, over here we can see and I was very glad they used the makeup slider, because I was able to do a lot of this makeup slider. Her makeup is very simplistic, because that was the thing. I tried to do the same with her as well. I didn't Google it immediately, so I couldn't quite remember. So there's a little more color to her. There's just a little tad bit more color to her makeup than her sister's, because with the pictures I saw had a lot of, like, she has, like, more pink tones, whereas I saw a lot of, like, lightly done reds. So with her makeup, you can see it's very, very lightly done. Oh, hold on, lightly done red tones, and then, like, her sister. Now, obviously, I didn't Google that before I did her, so her makeup's very, very different. I did obviously, like, try to, and also because she's Snow White, I tried to capture the essence of Snow White with her makeup. So, like, she's got the red lips and some kind of darkish eyes, and that tends to be her theme. Oh yeah, I forgot I changed your dress. You have a very Snow White dress now. But that's genuinely what's going on with her. Now, minus this look, because I don't know what the hell I was doing there. But genuinely, I tried to keep it closer to Snow White's appearance. I don't know what's going on with your lips there. But basically, like, I was going on with the red lips, so, because that's her thing. But the others, I tried to keep it very time period appropriate. Obviously, we started with Snow White, so I tried to make it very Snow White-esque. Obviously, she's not like exactly Cinderella. I did do the hair tied back thing like Cinderella has, but I tried to keep her more appropriate to the time period. But also make her more Cinderella-esque. So, like, she's got the Cinderella dress, which will come and play later. But, like, also, I think originally that's not the dress I gave her. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think that's originally the dress I gave her. It might be I'd have to review the video, but I'm pretty sure it's possible I gave her a different dress originally. But I thought that I had this, and I was like, I should just give her that, because it's very Cinderella. And I should give Snow White, because it makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, we're done here. We've been done. I'm just kind of reviewing stuff with you guys, and also refreshing my own memory. Actually, have I made you over while I'm here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I made him over already. Yeah, he already got a makeover. Okay, we're good here. We're good here. I've been good. I've just been talking about my characters and why they look the way they do. But genuinely, I think I also don't want to make that, like, I know I gave her a very Cinderella dress because I still wanted to show that she was Cinderella. And obviously I made over, I made over my Snow White. She wasn't originally very Snow White-ish, but I kind of made her over. Mostly to fit the time period she's supposed to be living in, because she didn't actually really fit it when I first had her. Originally I tried to make her Snow White-esque, and I was like, wait, what? But she doesn't actually fit. Now that I've established the time period I want this to be, she doesn't really fit in. So I need to really fix that. Especially now that she's, we're doing a little bit better off than we were, so I figured she had the ability to buy new clothes. Sure. But I figured she had the money to buy new clothes, so she totally would. Now that she does. Okay, where's all? Oh, I just want to do whichever one I have the stuff for, which is, and is going to get us the most money too. I guess a dozen red roses and a dozen pink roses. They're all the same. You know what? She's got the lip red as the rose. Let's do a dozen red roses. And then, I need to, like, you're cold? That kind of sucks for you, doesn't it? Okay, well, what is he even doing? Alright, well, officially we can now sell all the toddler stuff. We don't need it. We can officially now sell the toddler stuff for money, because we could use the money, and we don't need the toddler stuff. Alright. If you're cold, though, why don't you dress appropriately? Just saying. I'd give them central heat, but that's not a thing. That's not a thing in this time period. What I do need is to... Oh, I missed the toy block. Alright, let's just sell that. Because we can do it that way. I'll leave the toy chests in the dino for right now, or dragon, I'm sorry. Because technically speaking, that's still appropriate for... There's still children in the house, so it makes sense. I probably shouldn't have a computer, in all honesty. I don't even know why I have it to begin with. I don't know what I did the last time I was here, but I shouldn't be having a computer ever right now in this challenge. They don't exist yet. I mean, I could technically give them the typewriter from Cottage Living and say that's a computer. I mean, say that's not a computer, it's a typewriter. Alright, sell that, you don't need it. Why don't you do your homework? Why don't you also do your homework? Now, the thing is definitely, whatever, put that away. Now, the thing is, obviously, she's now Cinderella, right? So it's kind of her job to take care of the house and clean it and whatnot. And eventually, she's going to end up doing that for the evil stepmother. And we will get to that eventually. Why don't you harvest all? And then try to contribute. Eventually we will be getting... Are you not going... Why are you just standing there? Love? Are you okay? Oh, Brant wants to know if I want to go over to his house and hang out. You know what? Sure. We'll go over to his house. We'll do the other stuff in a bit. We're gonna bring over the kids. Not all of them, just these two. We're gonna show him that his kids have aged up. Maybe I should have brought the other two. It's okay. We're fine. But we're gonna bring over their kids. Well, I actually should probably end this episode soon. Like I said, I'm trying to end this as quick as possible. This generation has gone on for quite a bit, and I'd like to get to the point where we're on Cinderella. I mean, technically her generation did start. I've kind of been doing a little more explaining, though, in this episode than anything, so I guess the next episode... I did have a big plan. I guess I'm not going to get to it quite yet. But I think we'll probably do it this way, because this also gets me to my initial plan. So, obviously, now we're here. We're going to not be romantic, But we should probably let's see. Let's ask about day banter with old friend. Ask to be just friends. I feel like she's a good. I feel like considering she's starting a new relationship and she's a good person, she'll ask to be just friends now that we're here. Obviously, you know, we were romantically involved once, but I think she's just gonna ask me to be her friend. It's like I found someone else. You have a spouse. Let's call it off. Let's call it off for the sake of everybody. And then maybe hug lovingly. Oh, speaking of which, hello. As much as I want to, love, I have to pass for right now. I'm doing something important. So we're just gonna be friendly, you know, friendly. Let's see, let's banter with old friend. I mean, basically what she's doing right now, she's just kind of like, so look, your kids have aged up. Your daughter is extremely well off to be, and I'd like your permission. Your daughters are soon going to be old enough to get married, and I'd like since you are the father in the picture, I'd like your permission. Oh, I guess they're doing mischief. I'd like your permission to wed them off. For a better situation. Now, obviously, they do have kids of their own. She kind of went over here. She kind of went over here, so that doesn't help me. But obviously, I think Brant has kind of overheard the situation. Now, Brant doesn't really like us. Obviously, Brant has turned into a drag queen because evil stepmother. But Brant has kind of overheard this. He's heard about our amazing daughter and our amazing children, and obviously Brant knows we've been cheating on their spouse. So obviously, I think Brant is gonna basically get to meet Prosyxio. Prosyxio is just gonna come out. Prosyxio is a very, very sweet. I think she has a little bit of a hot-headed temper, but she's a very sweet person. So I think she's gonna kind of come over here and cheerfully introduce herself to Brant. Obviously they have their own children, so we're gonna probably. Unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have a little more than one step sibling. I mean, two step siblings. But she's just gonna cheerfully introduce herself to Brant, and Brant is just kind of like, oh, this child they made is actually really attractive and looks much better than my children. I'm kind of jealous of that. I'm kind of jealous of the fact that my husband not only had an affair with me, but he's basically created this beautiful young woman, and I don't like that. So he's even like yelling at her a bit. He's talking about money. Maybe they're not doing so good money-wise right now. He's even talking about money, so maybe they're like not doing so good money-wise. Brant's actually good. Interesting. They're not gonna quite be so good for this. Okay, so Brant is good. I didn't know that about his traits. I'm going to assume then basically all of this is out of jealousy. Maybe they're not. They remodeled their house. Like, look at this. The last time we were here, the house did not look like this. So they've clearly remodeled the house. Maybe they're not doing so good money-wise after that. They got 3 children, and I think, honestly, Brant is a little jealous. And I think even though they just asked to be friends, I think Brant is initially going wherever they're going. I think Brant is initially going over to Brant to be like, look, your daughter seems really nice. We could use the help around the house since our children are still very young. Do you think you could convince your wife to? Do you think you could convince? Yeah, he's even going out there. Could you convince your wife your friend who was formerly in an affair to, oh, they got more children than I realized, to let us move her in for the time being to help us around the house, as she is much older than all of our children. And I think with that, Brant's kind of like, Brant's going to basically talk about that with, talk about that possibility with your name is Lillianna, right? Yeah, Lillianna. Brant's going to basically talk about, oh, she flirted a bit apparently. Well, Yeah, see, that's what I think they're talking about now. I think Brant's gonna basically talk about that with Lillianna, about the possibility of temporarily moving in their daughter. So, just for help around the house. Excuse me, you're supposed to be having a deep conversation to talk about moving in to the house. So banter with old friend because I didn't get a deep conversation fast enough. Alright, and then are you okay, child? Okay, well apparently we're supposed to save our game. I do have that thing to tell me to remind me to save my game so I don't lose my progress, so I'm just gonna save real quick. You know what, I'm gonna end it here, guys, though. Initially, the idea is that Brant is moving they've now agreed basically, I think, to move just for temporarily under the circumstances to move in the daughter. So you know, we'll even ask to move in. We'll even ask to move in. We're gonna just move in our daughter into their house. So we're gonna move. Yeah, they have enough room. They have enough room. Okay, as long as nobody's pregnant, they have enough room. So Prosyxio's gonna go live with them for a bit. That's the initial thing. But we're not quite done yet with Snow White's generation, and I have and now that that's settled, I have the big finale planned for the next episode. So with that, my beautiful lovelies, I will end this one here. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next one. Be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I shall see you soon. Bye! Oh, hello. What are you still doing here? I mean, if you liked my video that much, you might as well give me a like, a subscribe, and a comment to tell me how I did. I mean, I know I'm not the best YouTuber in the world, but if you liked my video that much, you might as well show me some love, so... Anyway, I'll see you all in the next one. I love you all, my beautiful lovelies. Bye!